Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. Today we are diving back into this story because it's been a minute since I played it. I started playing a bunch of Castle Crashers recently with some buds and my boyfriend, so I'm excited to get back into this and start doing more independent stuff again. Woo, let's start. Oh, wait. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. Why do I always do this to myself? Hold on. History, load, this. Yes. So the last time on Cemetery Mary, we went to the church, we talked to some church dude, the preacher, and then we I don't know, we did some stuff. We started getting sick again. That gravestone got destroyed. It got done. It got done did. That that gravestone. Can't you tell I'm trying to remember some of the stuff? We looked like a crazy lunatic in front of the Delackwood Ditcher, or aka Geraldo, whatever his name was. I almost forgot. No, I definitely forgot. General or something. Anyway, let's get back into it, and I'm gonna stop trying to explain things, because that will probably make anybody who listens to it more confused than they were before. I didn't sleep well that night. Everything just started to feel bad. Was it all just in my head? Am I just losing my mind? What am I even doing? It's not like anything I do will help Mom and Dad come back. So, what's the point? Why am I trying so hard? I woke up in the morning and followed my routine of washing up and putting on some fresh clothes. I picked up my phone, and the second I did, it was, well, fresh clothes. You mean you're not wearing your favorite clothes like you always wear every single time? Your favorite outfit like you wear every day? You're putting on fresh new clothes for once in your life? Good for you, I'm excited. Perfect timing, apparently. It buzzed in my hand in the second I held it. A text message from Reginald. Oh boy, here we go. Good morning, Mary. I don't know when you'll be awake, but I wanted to apologize for the other day. When I said I had to leave, it wasn't to get out of spending time with you or anything like that. I promise. Dut. It was rude of me to do that. I promised to spend a day with you, didn't I? It was wrong of me to have Lee. Eva. Reginald. Why did you have to go? Do you think I'm weird? I'm sorry I ran out like that. That was inappropriate. I didn't know how else to react, and sorry. It was really embarrassing. There's no need to apologize. I was the one being an ass. Reginald, you know I'm not. I'm not mad at you that you had to leave. I just panicked and I didn't know why. You may not be mad, but I am. At myself, that is. Not at you, of course. I'd never be mad at you. Anyways, I want to apologize for yesterday. I never meant to make you feel bad. I still feel awful about it. That's why I want to make it up to you. Oh, another thing you have to make up for me, Reginald. It seems like you always put yourself in these situations, right? Oh, you don't have to do that. I want to. I think it'll help me to feel better if I do. Will you be free tonight? Oh, yeah, I guess. No, not like I ever really had plans anyway. Lovely. Come to dinner with me, won't you? I'll pay for everything, my treat. Oh, Reginald, that's not really necessary. Come on, man, it's free food. Go get it. Please. He's offering and begging you because he's a simp. It'll make me feel a lot better. And you can tell me about the stuff from yesterday that I never gave you the chance to explain. Well, if you're sure, of course I am. Where should we go then? Oh, I know just the place. Reginald told me about the place he thought I would really enjoy. I admit, I never heard of it, but I was willing to try anything, I suppose, though I always feel a little bit bad whenever I go out to eat somewhere. Anyways, always feel like I'm cheating on the diner, in a way. Haha, but the diner's closed, so, don't sweat about that. Well, time passed. I did all my usual things, cleaned up a bit, walked around the cemetery, but it was hard to do anything of importance. I was so preoccupied thinking of going out to eat tonight, 'cause it's totally a date. Hint, hint. Come on, Mary, get some action. It almost made me wish I could make time pass just a little bit quicker. And then evening began to roll around. So I made my way to where Reginald said the place was located. I was still feeling a little lost until I saw him standing outside. This wasn't the place I remember him saying he'd be at. Or is it? Well, I mean, it must be if he's standing there, right? He looks like he's on his phone, but it probably because he was passing the time waiting for me. And seeing as I was already a little bit late, I wasted no time going to greet him. Oh, this is a very nice looking place. Reginald, yoo-hoo! I waved over at him and then made my way over. I saw him jump a bit at my yell, and then he met me halfway. Mary, what are you doing here? Haha, what do you mean? You told me to meet up with you here, right? Yes, that's right, but I mean, they might be too full for us, actually. I was actually about to text you and see if you want to go to someplace else. I didn't want to keep you waiting. Oh, but we're already here. I don't mind waiting, And I feel bad you have to drive us someplace new. Oh, but I'd absolutely hate to make you wait. Really, it isn't a big deal. Well, I suppose if you insist, we could try. Reginald held the door open for me. I thanked him and walked inside. Although the place was pretty full, there actually wasn't any wait time for us. We were seated immediately. Okay, this is a little strange. This is a strange bit of situation. Was he trying to get me in his car for something? I don't know. I figured as much. There were only two of us after all. We sat at a table in the middle of the dining room. Funnily enough, as I took my seat, I began to wonder, what kind of food do we even serve? That's not the thing you should be wondering, Mary. You should be wondering why he tried to get you into his car when the restaurant was obviously not full. Thanks again for inviting me here. It was really sweet of you to lie to me. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm a little suspicious, Reginald. I thought you were cool, boy. You better not. You better not turn evil. Of course. He's staring at me with them yellow eyes. They look like a snake's eyes, kind of. Was Reginald inspired by a snake? A white snake? I don't know. I mean, he's a pretty classy dude. I feel like he might be a snake dude, Maybe a little evil under all that, but he's cool, He's charming. He's a simp. I love this background, by the way. That's very pretty right there. Of course. It was the least I can do. It's kind of nice to be able to eat out at other places. I'm so used to my mom's stuff. Ah, that's right. You lived in that diner by the cemetery, yes? Yeah. There was never really any need to go out to eat. I just used to eat at the diner because it was so convenient, And it's not like we ever ran out of food, haha. So, What made you choose this place? How's your day been? Anything you recommend? How has your day been? Wildly uninteresting, but maybe that's because I was just waiting to be able to see you tonight. Really? There wasn't anything else in your day? I feel sorry then. Why do you say that? Well, it's not like seeing me is all anything to look forward to or anything. Besides, we seem to see each other pretty often now, too. I suppose that's true. But nevertheless, I'm excited to see you whenever I'm able to. Ah, shucks. I mean, I'm happy when I get to see you too, so... Anyways, I had been meaning to ask you for a while, but I couldn't find the right time. How long have you lived here, anyways? In our city? All my life. I've always lived here. All my life. Really? Yeah, my family moved here right before I was born. I can't remember a time I wasn't living in this city. It feels a bit silly sometimes, though, to have lived here all my life, and yet there's so much of this place I haven't even seen yet. How have you lived here long? Well, I haven't spent my whole life here. But I would say I've lived here longer than anywhere else. Isn't that so funny, though? That we've both been living here for a while and we only met like a month or two ago. Yes, that is quite funny, isn't it? Who would have guessed that one day we'd be sitting in this restaurant together? Maybe Mary's like... Maybe her family is like... I don't know. I'm just trying to think. She seems like kind of a shut-in, but at the same time, she doesn't know anybody or hasn't done anything in the city she lives in all her life. I don't know, it's just kind of strange when you think about it. I guess she always been fascinated by funerals, never wanted to leave the diner. I mean, maybe she was sheltered, I don't know. Ah, hey, speaking of that, is anyone going to come bring us a menu? I know it's a bit busy in here, but... Oh, so it is a bit busy. Yes, I'm sure someone will come soon. Oh? Suddenly. It was as if Reginald's whole demeanor changed. I didn't know how to explain it. He just seemed more clammy and nervous, looking around and being all shifty-eyed and being all suspicious. Reginald, you know what you're going to order? Why don't you tell me more about work? Is there anything... Is it always so packed in here? Sometimes. I don't know. I don't come here often enough to really know the answer to that. Alright. Are you okay? Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I be? Sorry. Actually, I'm sorry. Would you excuse me for a moment? It'll be very quick, I promise. I just need to step outside for a moment. Yeah, of course, go ahead. Thank you. Oh my god, he has a girlfriend, he's cheating. Or the stalker is here. The girl that she pushed away. Stalker. Reginald got up in a hurry and made his way towards the front. Why was he acting like this all of a sudden? Maybe he needed a smoke? I know a few people who get a bit antsy if they haven't had a cigarette in a while. Like Crobin, for example, but Reginald never seemed like a smoker to me. It's been a while. Or has it been? Maybe I'm just overthinking how much time has passed since I'm... Bruh, it's night. It's freaking night time. He left you. Sitting here by myself. People are starting to stare. They look away quickly, but I can see them. It's fine. Nothing I'm not used to. Where is Reginald, though? I was going to talk to him about the stuff I found, but no, it's fine. He's probably not interested in that stuff anyways. But I'm concerned about what's taking him so long. Unless maybe he... Would he? Maybe I should leave. I was about to collect my things and stand up out of my chair when I whipped my head around to see what caused the noise, as did everyone else. In that 1 second, there was already a crowd of people forming around one booth. I joined them. I couldn't see what was the matter until a few people moved in just the right way to let me in. Though maybe it was better if they didn't. A man was lying on the floor, shattered wine glass and spilled wine beside him. He had a familiar-looking liquid dripping out of his mouth. It definitely wasn't wine. What happened? Is he okay? He's fine. He's okay. He just drank too much, that's all. But what about that black stuff? Huh? Black stuff? Where? Who said that? Did he get a bruise? Couldn't they see it leaking out of his mouth? People continued to cause a commotion. With all of this, happening, it gets stranger and stranger. Are there people with black stuff? Wait a minute. What if Mary is, some sort of supernatural being? And she can only see other supernatural beings? What if Reginald is not a supernatural being and he can tell when people are supernatural beings? When she got into church and got to that cemetery, she threw up and she it's all over the place. It's all over the place, and I'm trying to think more about it, but people continue to cause a commotion. I could hear the staff and the woman he was sitting with trying to explain to everyone what happened. That he must have drank too much and they shouldn't panic, but how could that possibly be the case? Was this the killer too? Were they here? Were they still here? Reginald went outside and didn't come back in. Did something happen to him? Did someone get to him? Is he in trouble? All that time I was sitting and waiting for him. What if he was in danger? What if something happened to him? Why didn't I check on him sooner? I have to go out there. I have to make sure he's okay. I have to make sure... Reginald! Hello? I sighed in relief. Reginald just looked at me confused. I put myself back together before speaking to him again. Reginald, you're here after all. Yes, I apologize for leaving you earlier. I had an important call and, well... No, it's fine. I'm just happy you're okay. Ah? Why wouldn't I be? Well, someone inside, they, collapsed. What? I don't know. I didn't see it happen, but they just fell on the floor, I guess. They're trying to say he's drank too much, but it doesn't even look that way to me. Why didn't you tell me earlier? We should leave, because that's... I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. It's alright. Reginald grabbed me by the hand and led me out to his car. He was trying to get me to his car. Okay. So Reginald caused this. Right. Okay. So Reginald wants to take me somewhere, right? So he went outside, he used his Jedi mind tricks, and then he caused this to happen so Mary can get in the car with him. You know what? I figured it out. This is the mystery. I figured it out. This is how it goes. I feel accomplished, even if that's not right. It was parked outside on the sidewalk, a bit of ways away, so he didn't want to lose me in the dark. Sure, that's why, especially not after what had just transpired. As we pulled away from the sidewalk, I could hear the sirens of an ambulance from up behind us, and as I looked in the rearview mirror, I could see their flashing lights as they pulled into the restaurant parking lot. Reginald said he wanted to take me home. After what happened there, he said he wouldn't really feel all that comfortable eating at anywhere else nearby. This is sketch. He knows something that we don't. I just know it. And well, It's not like I could blame him. Maybe the weird phone guy's working with him, or he is the weird phone guy. I don't know. He told me he could drop me off at my house, but I declined. I told him he could just drop me off at the bus stop. He didn't argue with me. He dropped me off at the bus stop, and then he followed me home because he keeps asking where my house is. Right? So he's trying to get... At least he dropped me off, okay? What a fucking gentleman. Even if he was the Delackwood Dutcher, he knows how to treat a lady. And I noticed as he parked across the street. I wasn't exactly sure why until I received a text message. Just want to make sure you get on safely. That was nice. The bus came as it always did. I got on and soon was heading home once again. I hope everything would be okay. Check behind the bus. Make sure he ain't following you. Okay, this is weird. I really did. Even if some people believe that, I hope for the opposite. Oh, he didn't follow me home and sneak into my window and all that. Did you go out to eat tonight? What do you mean? Something happened at a restaurant near me. Was it you? No. How can I be so sure I can trust that? I don't even know you. Have you made it your choice to trust me? I hate when you say things like that. I just want things to go back to... I hate that my parents are gone. I hate that everyone's dying around me. I hate that things just keep getting worse. When is it going to end? When are you going to give me my mom and dad back? Will I ever be able to see them again at this point? I'm sorry if I'm giving you the impression that I'm trying to make you miserable. I promise you that I am not. And I promise it all has a reason. I hope I can prove that to you soon. Good night, Mary. Good night. Thank you. Thank you for what? I don't know what the reason is. What's the reason? Oh, I look miserable. Ugh, I can't sleep. What time is it anyways? I don't know what to do. Just, it's so late and everything's so... Ugh. And all I want to do is sleep. But every time I do, it feels like I'm just waking up half an hour later. What should I do? Get a midnight snack, use the bathroom, call Crobin, call Reginald. Call Reginald. I can't call Reginald, it's late. There's no doubt he's in bed right now. Besides, if he has to go to work early the next morning, I'd feel terrible waking him up over something silly. Call Crobin? Sometimes Crobin will stay up really late, having gone to some kind of club or something or other. Sometimes he'll even sleep over with friends' houses and leave me all alone out here in the woods. But tonight was not one of those nights. He cooked out in his room a little bit before I went to sleep. I can still faintly hear him snoring from over there. Call Twyla? I can't call Twyla, it's so late. There's no doubt she's in bed right now. I'm sure she would not be happy to be woken up over something so silly. In fact, I don't think she'll want to talk to me after recent events. Get a midnight snack? I kind of want to, but no, I won't. Then it'll just make me want to keep eating. A midnight snack would turn into a whole midnight meal. And then by that point, I'll probably be too awake to go back to sleep. Let's read a book then. No, I can't. Knowing me, I'll get too wrapped up in it. Next thing I know, the sun will start shining through the window. And then it won't be good at all. Go use the restroom. I don't really have to. Besides, bathroom lights are always the brightest in any house I've ever come across. It'll be so hard to fall asleep once my eyes adjust to that light. I think I have exerted all of my options. You're just making excuses. Go back to bed. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'll just shut my eyes again and try to go back to sleep. And hopefully the next time I wake up, it'll actually be morning and I'll actually feel rested. Huh. My phone had just gone off. Who's calling me so late? Reginald? Why would he be calling me at this hour? Is he alright? Should I answer it? Yes. Curious, I answered the phone, but the call ended immediately as soon as I did. That's strange. Should I call him back? Yes. I went to my recent calls and attempted to call him back. I didn't realize until too late that I'd accidentally video called him too. Reginald. Ah, Mary. I can see you. Yes, I can see you too. Sorry, I didn't mean to video call, but did you call me just now? Oh, haha. I? Many apologies. I must have dialed you by accident. I'm very sorry if I woke you up. No, it's okay. You didn't actually. You're fully dressed. Yes. As are you. And most people in the world, too. Oh, you mean I'm fully dressed in my outside attire? Haha, yes I am. Just some stuff needed to be taken care of. I felt most comfortable just getting fully dressed for it. So that's my night. But what about you? Are you feeling okay? Why do you ask? Well, you certainly look very tired. Yeah, I guess. But I just can't sleep. Sorry, you said you were busy, right? I shouldn't distract you. Hey, no, don't say that. I'm glad to be talking to you any time of the day. Why? Huh? I'm sorry, I'm just having trouble understanding. Every time we hang out together, it seems like something bad happens. I just feel like, I don't know. You're still so nice to me. I don't understand how haven't gotten upset with me yet. Do people get upset with you a lot? Hey now, it's alright. I just enjoy spending time with you. Truthfully, I am someone who doesn't have a lot of friends. And it's okay living like that for a while, but it gets very lonely. And then I was invited to that funeral, the one I had met you at. I was surprised I'd even been invited. I figured it was just a formality, but I went anyways. I'm not sure why. Something just told me I should. And then I met you. Honestly, I was surprised you even remembered me when we met back at the library. Of course I remember you. We talked quite a bit that day. And if I think about it, I can remember it well. It was a particularly cold day, despite it being summer. This is a unsettling picture. I feel like I'm being stared at, and I am now looking around my room, making sure nobody's in here, because that is very creepy. Mary's looking at me weird. Reginald's looking at me. Whoa, did that just shift? Oh my god, this is moving. This is moving. This is moving, and that's killing me. It was a particularly cold day, despite it being summer. But the funeral was still held outside. Cold day, you say? You know, when a bunch of spirits gather up together, things tend to get cold. Maybe. It's a bunch of paranormal people gathering up together, making it a cold day for you. I'm just saying, it could come together like that. It's how I was able to attend, after all. You stood right next to me. I noticed your red hair. I had never seen anyone with hair like yours before. Really, never in my life. We didn't talk much during the service, but, well, of course we wouldn't have. Afterwards, you and the group you were with decided to eat at my family's diner. Oh my god, that's Mary talking. Why am I doing this? I didn't even know it belonged to you back then. But even still, I had sat at the counter by myself for a few minutes. But rather than sit with the rest of your group, you instead chose up and sit at the counter with me. Why did you do that? I don't know. It just felt like the right thing to do at the time. You just interested me. Yeah, I've been told I'm interesting before. You know something? I felt more comfortable sitting next to you than with anyone else there. Why's that? I don't know. I guess it just felt like you was someone like me. Someone alone. Besides, I figured that I might not see you again after that day. So I didn't want to just let it pass me by. But I guess I was silly to worry. Honestly, I'm surprised you remembered me. I feel like, well, when I talk to people at the funerals I find myself in, I feel like I don't really see them often, if ever again. Maybe when they're visiting their loved ones again, but, well, I don't know. I don't feel like anyone remembers me. They may remember that someone odd was there during that time, but I never know how much they really remember about me. Well, to me, I think it'd be impossible to ever forget you. I unintentionally yawned pretty loudly right then. I'm sorry. Don't be. Like we discussed, it's late, and I hate to keep you up. But well, before we hang up, would you like to do something soon? Like what? I don't know, but I think you could really use to brighten things up. Here you are, putting yourself in this position again, Reginald. You don't know me anything, you're just a simp. Simp! But I like him as he's charming and cute and intelligent and stuff too. Yeah. And a loner, and he makes funeral casts, so he's a cool simp. Yeah, he's a cool simp. Will you meet me by your old diner tomorrow morning? I've had an idea that I think will be even better than anything we've attempted before. Plus, I just really like to see you again. Yeah, I think I'd like that too. Wonderful. But we can discuss the details of that more tomorrow. Good night, Mary. Good night, Reggie. Reggie? Whoo! We're getting into the pet names now. That's base territory. I'm sorry. That just slipped out of me. I don't know where that came from. Keep it for me. I like the sound of it. Haha, well, if you're sure. Well, here's Reggie, signing off. Oof. After that, I laid back down into my bed and fell asleep. It felt much cozier all of a sudden. So much easier to just drift off to sleep. I was up and awake early the next morning, a bit earlier than I have anticipated. I was unsure if it was because I had so much difficulty staying asleep that night, or because I was now feeling excited to see what it was that Reggie had planned. Regardless, I made my trip to the front of the diner as Reggie had instructed me to do. It still felt weird to see the place so empty, but I wasn't going to think of all that stuff right now. Today was going to be a good day, definitely, and I was going to get my mind off things. Before I knew it, Reggie pulled up in his old car, and he was smiling, and he rolled down the windows to say, "Come on, get in." And then we were on our way. Oh, even cute little animations. Oh, I love it. Thank you again, by the way. No need to thank me. I've been eating a distressor myself, you know. Sometimes life goes ways you don't expect. And when that happens, it's nice to try and take a break. Yeah, you're right. Say, where are we going anyways? You still haven't told me. Well, if I tell you, that might just ruin the surprise. Why has it gotta be a surprise? Don't you like surprises? Do you? Well, no, not really, but still, I think it'd be better if it's a surprise. Can I guess? If you want to. You're the Blackwood Ditcher and you're gonna murder me. I bet you're taking me to a garden, the beach, a museum. I'm gonna put at the beach because I've been really wanting to go to a beach lately, low-key. and it's the only one that says the, so I'm gonna take that. You think so? Because the weather's been so nice lately. Wouldn't I have told you to bring a bathing suit then? Oh, you're right. Well, we wouldn't go to the beach. We'd just go on the boardwalk and walk around. Because something tells me you're not the kind to take to sand very well. Good guess. So I got it right? No. I just think your guess also sounds like a pleasant idea. Maybe we'll plan a day for that too. Where else can we go though? We're driving pretty far out. I don't think I've ever been down these roads before. Where are we heading anyways? Well, I will admit that it's somewhere a bit out of town. But I thought that might be a good thing too. Everything back home has been very hectic, hasn't it? I think it's nice to forget that place exists sometimes. Do you not like living there? Has it been hectic for you? Do you always do this when you need a break? Has it been hectic for you? Only sometimes. I suppose things could be affecting me a lot worse. But with all the rumors floating around, well, it certainly doesn't make day-to-day life all that pleasant. Yeah, I understand. But hey, that's another reason I like spending time with you so much. Oh? When I hang around you, things don't feel quite as hectic. I just get to focus on spending time with a friend. Really? It feels hard for me to believe you think that at times. I think, sometimes hectic is always happening when we're together. Maybe, but I don't think there's anyone else I'd rather spend those moments with. You really mean that? I do. Ah, hey, we're almost here. Really? Just a few more blocks and la-di-di-da. When we arrived, I couldn't believe it. He had taken me to a museum, an aquarium. I didn't even get to guess correctly. It was between a garden, the beach, and a museum. Come on. But I'm happy. An aquarium. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go see some aquarium imagery, people. Oh, really? I couldn't think of anything more calming to watch than watching the fish swim along. Do you like it? Like it? I love it! What are you just standing around for? Come on, let's go! Oh, she seems very happy about this. I grabbed Reggie by the hand and dragged him inside after me. Come on, Reggie. Come on, you big brick. An aquarium. I was so excited. How did he know I always wanted to go? Aw, that's so cute. Penguins! I haven't been to one of these in so long. And hold on, I'm going to turn down the music real quick. Oh, it's already down. It's nice to have music when we usually don't have music. But this upbeat tone. Yeah. Let's have a good day, Mary. You and me. Good day time. I haven't been to one of these in so long. I didn't know they had an outside animals now, too. Indeed they do. I think it's quite nice to be able to see them up close like this. They're so cute. What kind of penguins are these anyway? Oh my. That's not a very nice name at all. Wait, what was the name? Maybe they done something to deserve it. No way. I refuse to believe anything so cute can do something that's so bad. No, that's a mechanism, alright? They look all cute, and then you pet their stomach, and then they bite you and scratch at your hand, and they cling on to you. And I'm talking about my cat. 'Cause he's an asshole. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, I want that. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's a cape. It's just the cutest. I will say, it seems very fitting for you. You think so? Ah! Why do the gift shops have to be so expensive? Do you want it? Huh? I don't mind paying if you really want it that badly. No. I'll be fine. I'll be fine about it. What kind of... Oh, that's a stingray cape. I've never seen a stingray cape at a gift shop, but if I did, oh my god, that would be so cool. I would really like that, actually. I have my own money anyways. If you're sure. Oh, jellyfish. These are always my favorite when I go to the aquarium. I love the jellyfish. I love the pink ones, the blue ones, the clear ones. Jellyfish are super chill, even though they will kill you. They're chill and they're dangerous, and I like it. Look at all the jellies. Jellies. Yeah. What else would you call them? Haha, fair point. They look so pretty. You know something. Despite their elegant appearance, I hear they're not very bright. That's pretty silly, I think. I'm sure they're smart in their own way. Well, I guess they have to be to survive like with the rest of us, huh? This is cute. You know... Oh, we even get animation. There was so much work put into this game. This game is so thought out. I can't wait for everything to come to a head. Like, I want to see all the pieces connect. Like, oh my god, this is such a good game. I love this game. Why is this game not more popular? It's probably because it's, like, really long. Or I'm making it longer by commentating on it. But, like, this game is so good. I just love this game. When I'm running around, I always forget how nice it was to just sit down. That is until I'm actually doing it. I can't remember the last time I walked this much. I know can. What is this? This is another thing. Typo. I know can. Now that we've got a bit to sit. What's been your favorite part so far? My favorite? Well, I think it's really a hard decision. I like everything. Though, I guess I really like seeing the seahorses, the manta rays, the pufferfish, the sharks, the octopus, the turtles. I didn't see any of this. What about me? I didn't get to see the seahorses or the manta rays or the pufferfish or the sharks or the octopus or the turtles. Come on. I only got to see the penguins and the jellyfish, and I like penguins and jellyfish, but like, them sharks are pretty damn cool. Octopuses are pretty damn cool. I'm gonna say the manta ray because that's like, because I see it right here. Unless that's a stingray. You know, I'm gonna say the manta ray. I've always had a kind of a connection to them. Oh, so you're Moana now. Great. But being able to see one, they're so big. And they swim so gracefully. I wonder how it must feel, you know? I like to feel as peaceful as they look. I'm sure it's possible. You know, you remind me of what... No. Really? Yeah. You've got their horns, after all. I wonder if he would have said that if I would have picked anything else. You've got their horns, after all. You think so? I was always told they look more like, you know, devil's horns. Nonsense! I mean, they do look like devil's horns, though. They're much too soft for that. They're just as gentle as one of those manta rays. And you never let anyone tell you any different. If you say so. How about you? What's been your favorite part? Truthfully? Well, I think it's just spending time with you the most. Hey, you can't say that. Now I feel like a jerk for my answer. Don't. I just appreciate the company, that's all. Thank you again for bringing me. I'm having a really nice time. I can't remember the last time I had a day as nice as this. Thank you for coming. I go by myself, but what's the fun in that? I mean, I understand the value in time alone, and honestly, I think I appreciate it a little more than most people. But always being on your own gets lonely too. Makes you a little crazy, you know? Makes me glad I met you too. I appreciate being able to share experience like this with you. Yeah, I understand. Though I'm kind of the opposite. I don't think I really like being alone that much. I think loneliness is miserable. You don't enjoy being by yourself. Even every now and again. Honestly, not really. But you're always at the cemetery, aren't you? Forgive me, but I can't imagine one would make many friends there. Heh. I like to think of them as being my friends, you know. I mean, I'm not giving them flowers all the time. Wait, I am giving them flowers all the time. Never mind. Somebody's in there has got to appreciate it, right? Do they? I'm sure they do. I mean, I know I would. You would? Yeah, I would. To know someone's caring even if they don't know me. That's a nice thought, isn't it? That someone you don't even know cares about you? I suppose it is. But doesn't it mean even more when somebody does know you? Yeah, I think it does. I mean, I think anyone would choose spending time with a friend over spending time with a stranger. Well, would you? Me? I spend time with my... I tend to spend a lot of time with strangers. But it's nice to be with a friend. Though it feels like I am lying when I say that. How so? Well, I don't have many friends, if any. Even the friend I do have, I knew him since childhood. So does it count? Would he still want to be my friend if we had never grown up together? If the first time he met me was on the street or in the public place, would he even be my friend? Or just someone passing by? Still, though, I enjoy the company of a few friends I do have, regardless of how we became friends, I think. I mean, you're my friend, right? Because I'm really grateful for that. Because, well, making friends hasn't always been an easy thing for me. I was actually kinda shocked when you reached out to me, I guess. Why wouldn't I? You were always so pleasant with me when we spoke. Maybe, but no one ever, follows up with me. I was just the strange girl, and they met at the funeral once. We spoke about this, didn't we? I only really meet people through funerals. And, well, I can't understand why I don't see them again after that. Who would want to be friends with the creepy girl who hangs out the cemetery all day? All she does is stand there and talk to herself. I've got a nickname, you know. I heard them say it. Cemetery Mary. And that's the name of the game, boys. That's the end. Thank you very much for I'm joking. It's what they call me. At least, it's what the people who remember me call me. Do you like it? Yeah, I guess. It's better than Scary Mary. It's better than Bloody Mary. It's better than Bloody Mary. That's what the kids used to call me back when I went to public school. You stopped? Yeah, kids weren't very kind to me. No one really wanted to be my friend. I was weird, you know. Even as a kid, I always wanted to be in a cemetery. Kids used to say I was a witch, using the power of the dead to, spread curses, something or other. Or visiting my past victims. I don't know. That's a pretty cool reputation to have, actually. Kids are mean, and my appearance never really helped. My eyes are too weird, too big, I'm too creepy. You aren't creepy. Children are just cruel. Yeah, I know. That's what Mom and Dad used to tell me. Though I do think it's better hearing it from someone else. Thanks, I guess. I mean, I guess I can't deny how much time I spent there. Can I ask something about the cemetery? Yeah, of course. Well, maybe it's not really the cemetery itself, but the funerals. You seem awfully good at finding your way into them. So much so that it feels like as though many don't get upset with you. It's quite remarkable, really. But I suppose my question is, why? Why? Yes. What is it about them that makes you want to attend? Honestly, I think they're sweet. The idea behind them, at least. It's tragic to lose a friend. Of course, I felt the loss more times than I like to think about. I felt it pretty recently, and it's terrible, but there's something wonderful in the process, I think. Have you ever seen so many people who get together in one place? People always call out for things. They can't make it to your birthday, they can't be there for the holidays, but everyone comes to a funeral, almost. And you know why? Because they love that person. Whether they were best friends or they hardly knew them, they still come, because they impacted them enough to come. They meant enough to them during their life that they came to say goodbye. The more people there are, the more you know how loved they were. Can you imagine that? Being loved so much, having so much of an impact on someone, that so many people come to your funeral because they've missed you, and because they love you. I see. That's why I like to go, because you can feel it. I can feel how much people love the deceased. It's heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. I've never really thought about that, but I want to now. That must be such a beautiful feeling to experience, and such a beautiful way to look at it. I'm scared, I'm worried, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Everyone has so many people who cares about them. Even after they are dead, they will have a moment where they are surrounded by their friends. I don't have friends. No one's going to know, no one's going to care, no one's going to remember me. Mary, that isn't true. I know that I can't speak for other people, but I hope that you know that I'd care, and I'd never forget you either. I don't want to sound like I'm crazy, but you've had more of an impact on me than anyone I've ever met before. I'm like you. I don't have many friends, and after meeting you, well, I think I realize how miserable it is, really, to live like that. I don't realize how bad it was until I actually had someone I could call my friend. And to think that you think that if you were gone you wouldn't be missed, that is unimaginable to me. I do not think I'm a very memorable person, but if it means anything, I can promise you that you are unforgettable. I always remember you. In this life, the next, and the one after that. And that's a promise. You are my best friend. Thank you. You are my best friend. Now, I want to leave it open for some romance, so thank you. See? 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 You said thank you anyway, even though I told you not to say that. It does help a bit. I don't like to think about it, but even if there's only a few people who'd remember me, or even just one person, it'd make me very happy knowing it be you. Of course, I could never forget you. Romantic. Please get romantic eventually. It's been a few days since then. I felt a lot closer to Reggie ever since that day at the aquarium. Although he is so busy with work, I haven't gotten to see much of him since. But I don't feel lonely. He sends me texts all the time, so even when I'm alone, I don't quite feel alone. It's nice to be alone, but not lonely. Besides, I had a nice day by myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day, after so much chaos. I made sure to put at least one flower on every grave today, but soon my head started to hurt again, and after I felt very dizzy. I took a small rest, sitting down by myself. I told myself I wouldn't let myself black out again. That I'd just sit for a few minutes and then get back up and head home if I was feeling really bad. But that's what happened, though. I truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep. I didn't. But when I sat back against the mausoleum, after being outside on my feet all day, and having one of those familiar headaches, well, I was just so tired, I didn't even realize I fell asleep. And that's where I'm gonna end it right there, guys, on this cliffhanger. Alright, so, save. I know, this is such beautiful imagery, and I want to keep going, but we are at 55 minutes, my peeps, so today we are going to leave it off right here. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I am very surprised by how long this game is, or if I'm probably making it longer with my commentary, but I've been enjoying it a lot, and I really enjoy the story and how it's coming together. So, I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see the Reggie ending. That's what I'm going for. The good Reggie ending, hopefully. And if you guys want to play this game, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below. There's so many other paths you can take with this game, so I hope you guys can play it and, nope, not returning. Play it and kind of, have your own experience with it and take some different paths, because there's a lot of work going into this game. This game is very good, and even the creator has been watching my videos, so I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for making this game. Thank you so much for letting me play it on my channel. It's a beautiful game. You guys who made it, amazing. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys later, and